Liberation Theology is a perfect mid-war event for the USSR. It is almost always useful to your cause, and the American will have to find ways to mitigate it if they can. Let's examine this card further today on Legendary Tactics. Liberation Theology is a great event for the USSR, essentially acting like a Central American decolonization event card. The Americans will have to work around this one if they can. Let's now take a gander at how all that might work. First, we'll examine the card itself. Liberation Theology is a 2-op Soviet mid-war event card. Triggering the event allows the Soviet player to add 3 USSR influence in Central America, no more than 2 per country. For the USSR, this is a great event card, made even better by the fact that it is not starred and stays in the game for the long term. It can be a godsend if you need or have lost access to Central America, and could potentially even help you access South America more easily as long as you can cross the rickety bridge that is Colombia. You will likely play this for the event every time, unless the Central American scoring card has just gone by and won't be coming around for a while. This is a good candidate for a headline event, especially as you can follow up your influence placement with your first action round battleground country coup. Or, even better, if it is favorable to you and if you have it in hand, you can follow up with the Central American scoring card in your first action round. And you can cause havoc with this card by breaking US control in multiple countries at the same time, likely forcing the US to respond. Hopefully, the response will be inadequate and you will be able to take advantage and flip 1 or 2 of them. This can be especially potent if DEFCON is at 2 and the US cannot immediately coup. Early in the mid-war, it's likely that Mexico will be an early target for you to use this event. It's a little hard to get to normally. Fidel gets you into Cuba, and Panama is usually vulnerable to coups, but Mexico is otherwise a long ways away from those 2 countries. Also, a less popular but potentially useful play would be to use this card to gain control of a bunch of non-battlegrounds in Central America, as these are key to dominating or controlling the region. At least these countries will be less important to the US as coup targets, so this might be a reasonable play if the DEFCON level is better than 2. For the US, this event is a real pain. It's not a high priority to send to the space race, although you certainly could and no one would argue with you. It becomes more likely you will send it to space if the Soviet player does not yet have access to Central America, or if you feel your position is vulnerable and the Central American scoring card has yet to come out. The ops provided by the card are not enough to repair the damage caused by the event, as you might expect. However, it's also arguably not worth playing much into the region in advance to preempt this card's effect. The only exception to this would be playing into Mexico, as you don't want to lose control of that key battleground country to this event. You might otherwise spend a lot of ops on coups, realignment attempts, or ops wars that force you to spend more on Mexico than it is really worth in the game. So, for the Soviet player, this is a nice card that can get you into Central America or reinforce your position there. Try and play it in advance of the Central American scoring card coming out. For the US player, this may be a candidate for the space race if the Soviets don't have any influence in Central America yet. Otherwise, you might have to let it happen, but don't forget to take control of Mexico before you do. This has been our analysis of the Liberation Theology card in Twilight Struggle. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you got some value from this video, and if you did, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We look forward to seeing you next time here on Legendary Tactics.